Peace and blessings to everybody. This is Brother Malik Haru El Shabbazz with ShabbazCosmetics.com. Shabbazz Organics, Shabbazz Naturals, Shabbazz, Shabbazz.com. So today's discussion is going to be on whey protein. What is whey protein? What are its benefits and the negatives? And I'm going to jump right into it. So, whey protein is the liquid part of milk, and cheese is the solid part of milk. To get the cheese, you have to churn and grind up and mix and blend and to separate the liquid from the solid. When you separate the liquid from the solid becomes the cheese. The liquid runoff, or the byproduct of making that cheese, is the whey. Now, industries have learned to find benefit in both. Of course, the cheese has its benefits to the cheese industry and the dairy industry, and then the whey, which wasn't always as popular, has become popular, especially to the gym heads, or gym rats, who use whey to bulk up. They can take that powder and put it into a shake or smoothie or some other drink, shake it up and drink it, and that protein will give them a better definition in their muscles, in their sculpting, in their body sculpting. It'll give them better definition, give them more muscle. It will give them stronger bones so that they can lift more with less pain. Some science says that the whey protein lowers blood pressure, helps with asthma, and some other health benefits to it. When it comes to those kind of, I'm not going to talk really about those things in particular, those kind of benefits. I want to talk about the some other kind of benefits and negatives in the whey protein. So we know that when you drink milk, cow milk, that mucus comes with that, and also the lactose part of the milk is not digestible, and it can if it's not digestible, then it can hurt the body. So how is it that whey protein is even something that we should be discussing? Now, even in some bad, there is some good, and in whey protein there is some good that can come from it. Now, we know that it's milk, by nature it's milk, but when it's separated, that isolate is basically an attempt to get all of the good things from the dairy and use it to benefit the person that's taking it. So some of the whey protein benefits is the amino acids, the BCAA, which is the branched chain amino acids. That part of the whey protein is probably the #1 reason why you want to take animal-based whey protein, because the BCAA is the amino acids that feed the muscles. The more of that, the bigger your muscles, the bigger your bulk is going to be. So that's the number one benefit. Now, there are different types of whey protein. There's animal whey protein, then there's plant whey protein, and then there is the I want to say lab whey protein, but it's manufactured. That's kind of, I guess, probably the best way I could say it. The manufactured whey protein. I don't even consider manufactured whey protein even worth discussing, but because it is on the market, I'll kind of touch on it a little bit. And so basically, those are the three types of whey proteins: the concentrate, the isolate, and the hydrolysate. The concentrate is the whey protein that has more nutrients, is more nutrient dense, but it doesn't have as much protein as the isolate. The isolate is basically higher in protein, but it's not as nutrient dense as the concentrate protein whey. But then you have the hydrolysate, which is manufactured, and it's manufactured. The benefit of the hydrolysate protein whey is that your body absorbs it faster. So basically, for people who want to hurry up and get the results faster, then the hydrolysate is going to be the answer to that problem. It's going to be the solution to that problem. You want to bulk up fast, hydrolysate is what you're going to take. You want to bulk up more, you want to be boom, then you want to take the isolate. Then if you want to go on the natural curve, naturally get more protein, take the concentrate. Concentrate also is said to taste better than the isolate or the hydroxylate or the hydrolysate. Probably said that wrong. But anyway, there are benefits to all three, and then there's some negatives. It just depends on how you see it. So we talked about the BCAA benefit, positive on that. Then the whey protein, the animal base, is I said it was particularly high or rich in calcium for the bones, and it has fatty acids in it for feeding the muscle to give you better definition, and then it has omega-3 fatty acids. That is the best aspect of the animal-based protein whey, or whey protein. So also there is some negatives on the whey protein, and the what are the negatives here? Let's see the negatives. Since whey is a dairy product, it contains lactose. know, lactose is a type of sugar in the that's in the milk, and many people have a hard time digesting that lactose, and so they say they are lactose intolerant because they can't digest the milk, and by not being able to digest it, you come the side effect of that is diarrhea, or sometimes constipation. It just depends, but that is the one of the negative aspects of animal-based whey protein. Then you have we if something is associated with whey is a byproduct of milk, and so by definition, if whey protein is milk, then we probably shouldn't be taking it or using it. But when you can separate the two and it still has the natural benefits in it, then it becomes something that you can kind of go, okay, you know, maybe I can use that. But the dairy industry, milk industry, you know, by right, they've gotten a bad rap, and so just because whey protein comes from dairy, you go, oh, man, I don't want to fuck with that because, you know, it comes from it's a dairy product, but it's separated. It's processed out. From the bad is processed out and the good is kept. That being said, it still has some negatives in the positive. So you got to decide. Now, there is also some plants that we use that can make milk, and we use that milk as well in as a whey protein. So plant-based whey protein exists also as an alternative to animal-based whey protein. Now, the benefits of plant-based protein is plant proteins contain high levels of fiber and antioxidants, two important nutrients that are in low or even non-existent qualities in animal sources. So the antioxidants and the fiber that we get from whey plant-based whey protein doesn't even exist in animal whey protein. So that's, if you're looking for antioxidants, and or fiber is going to help you go to the bathroom and push out toxins and keep you regular, so that your organs don't have to work as hard. And then the antioxidants is going to be good for your cells, so that your cells won't break down as fast, and keep you healthy longer, give you longer life, and a longer, it's more like anti-aging. That also is a cancer, means it's a good cancer fighter, and it keeps you from being sick more or as often. So in that aspect, you have, I just want to make this right comparison. On the animal based protein whey, it's good to help you bulk up, get your muscles right, if that's what you want to do. But it has lactose in it, which has an adverse effect to the body. And then you have the plant-based protein whey, which is good because it has it's beneficial because it has the antioxidants and the fiber, which is good for the body. But it's not going to be as good for the muscles as the animal fat, as the animal protein whey is going to be. Soy protein powder is the only plant protein with concentrate data. Concrete data that it contains all the essential amino acids. So when it comes to protein quality, soy whey protein is going to outweigh all of the other plant-based whey proteins. The soy one is. The negative aspects of the now I support plant-based living, and to be fair, I took these notes. I'm just writing these. I'm just reading from my notes. But to be fair, the negatives of the plant-based proteins do exist. Plant proteins have a lot more to offer than just protein. However, there is inconclusive information. Plant proteins, available amino acids. I didn't say that right. Let's see, I didn't read that right. But I did say it earlier that the plant protein won't work as well for muscle mass as the animal protein will. Now, it is while it is very possible to consume adequate amounts of all amino acids from plant-based protein sources, it is something that requires more diligence and mindfulness compared to simply consuming animal protein. That's because there are fewer sources of complete proteins than there are incomplete proteins in the plant kingdom. Many plant-based protein powders use a protein combining technique to make complementary proteins. This pairs at least two different plant protein sources together to make a supplement that contains all the amino acids. So when it comes to getting all of the amino acids, the non-amino acids that you need in the body to get that full dose, sometimes you're going to probably have to combine like soy and probably another pea type protein whey together to get the full 9 amino acids, whereas the animal base is going to just give it to you off the rip. They're going to give you all those amino acids that you need. Now, when comparing whey protein versus plant protein, you have to think about what fits your lifestyle. Plant protein has a higher nutrient density and is more environmentally friendly than milk whey. For these reasons, plant protein has an edge over the animal-based whey. However, for those aiming for muscle gain, whey protein may be more beneficial. So when you're going into the store and you want to get whey protein, right? Make sure that you are looking to see if it's animal based or if it's and particularly you want, if you're going to get animal based, you're going to get bovine or cow milk whey protein. I don't know about all the other animal stuff, but whey protein, you got grass-fed whey protein. This is basically cow milk cows that only ate grass versus the whey protein that came from cows that ate corn, that ate other supplements that the farmers gave them. Their milk is going to be different from the milk that comes from these cows. Now, this is, so these two right here are basically coming from a cow. The idea is that this cow is better than this cow because this cow is grass fed, and by being grass fed, the types of bad that comes from the dairy is less in here and more in here. So if you're not a vegan, if you're a vegan, you don't want this and you don't want this because this comes from cows. Now, both of those are, when we're talking about whey protein, it is the extrapolated good out of a bad. So both of these are ideally good if you don't have a problem with animal-based milk, and these are both good if you want to bulk up. Okay, if you're more interested in bulking up, these are what you want to take as meal supplements. Right now, here's the other thing. Let's say you don't have a problem with animal-based milk. Well, you have a problem with the milk, but you don't have a problem with the whey protein. Let's say you're on a diet and you don't want to eat 3 meals a day. You want to eat maybe 1 meal a day, but you want to be able to still get some protein throughout the day. You can take the whey protein, the animal-based whey protein, and it is going to curb your appetite enough so that you don't feel hungry, and it'll sustain you so that you can miss that meal and you don't feel like you're missing something, or you don't feel starving and hungry, and then you go binge eat on all kind of toxic foods. Now, if you are more interested in the fiber and the goodness gracious, man, the fiber and the antioxidants, then if you're more interested in that and you are a vegan, or you want something vegan friendly as far as protein is concerned, then this is this is plant-based. So this is what you want, a product like this, so that you can get all of the if you're interested in the muscle, you can still get it here. It's just not going to work as fast as if you were doing it with the animal base. If you want all of the if you want it for the dietary or for the diet reasons, this is going to be the best because it will help you stay regular, and it will help feed the cells in the body so that your organs can work the way that they need to work and do what they need to do longer. It keeps you younger. It helps you. It'll be good for anti-cancer activity, so that if your cells are healthy, then cancer won't be there. Cancer can't live in healthy cells or alkaline cells. So the animal base is good for muscle, but you're going to sacrifice some other stuff. Whereas the plant base is good for those, but you're just not going to get that fast bulk. Okay. Now, I also, since this one has MCT in it. I want to talk about the MCT. The MCT is a medium chain triglyceride fat, which is good fat. Now the good fat in this is going to, so bad fat creates fat. The unsightly, unhealthy shit that collects in our stomachs, in our butts, in our chest. You know, we get man tits and all kinds of stuff like that. So when you build your muscle and you start working out, that muscle turns to flab. Flab is basically fat muscle, fatty around the muscle. And that flab is unsightly, it's unhealthy, and it harms our organs because it makes our organs work more. Now, MCT is good fat. It's not the bad fat, it's good fat. And what that the MCT does is it bypasses through the body and goes straight to the liver. And that MCT that goes to the as it goes to the liver, it basically activates the liver and says, hey liver, I need you to push out that bad shit that's in your body. It's in the body that you've been collecting. Push it out of the body so that you don't have to work as hard. And so basically it invigorates or activates the liver, tells the liver to push that stuff out, the bile and all that kind of stuff like that, pushes it on out. You stay healthy longer, you keep a healthy liver. So MCT, if you got MCT in anything, whether it's your coffee or just drink it straight, MCT is good. It's good fat. So now this right here is so let me go back here right quick. So you got the animal based protein. Now this is a isolate. Now the isolate is going to be, this particular product right here I think is going to be an isolate, and now the isolate is going to have more protein, but it's not going to be as nutrient dense as the concentrate. Now that being said, this isolate, if this is an isolate, it's not going to taste as good as the concentrate. So it don't taste bad, but it's not going to taste as good. Now what I like to do is I like to add flavors to my whey protein. Peanut butter, of course, we all know peanut butter is good for you, and it will by itself is a good meal replacement. So if you like the taste of peanut butter, you can take this dry peanut butter powder, put it with this, or put it with this, and see this one right here, this particular one right here is already flavored cold brew coffee, right? Now if you can stand peanut butter with that, then you go for it. But this powdered peanut butter mixed with an isolate whey protein is going to give you a lot of benefits. It's going to give you the same benefits as eating peanut butter that's creamy. So that is my take on whey protein, and if it's well, the benefits and the negatives, which is good for you and which is not good for you. My wife mistakenly bought this one for me. I'm not going to use this particular one here because this one is not grass fed. This one is just from a regular old street cow that's been on the street, probably smoking some crack or something, I don't know, but I'm not going to use this one right here. And since she bought it, I don't even know if it was open yet. Yeah, it's been open and you can't really see it. Well, maybe you can, but it just looks the same as dry, it looks like dry sugar or dry powder. And then this one, it looks the same. You couldn't even tell the difference. It's exactly the same. I don't know why they make these big ass bottles and then they only fill them halfway. But I don't know why they do that. But anyway, I think I bought this one from Sam's, and I think it was like $20 or something like that, $26. This is the best, and it's not expensive. Whereas this one is good for the muscle heads, but it's a little more expensive than the grass fed. I like the grass fed better. And then this one is probably going to be a little expensive because it's plant based, and you know they want to sell that. But see, if you look at this, this says $5.99, $6. So I don't know about that one. Maybe this is like a cheaper brand of plant-based protein. But I'm gonna try that one, and I'll give a review on it at some point. But anyway, I hope that that was informative and that it helps somebody decide what is best for them when it comes to protein whey, whey protein. Peace.